I sell the finest horses in Bruma. Well, the only horses in Bruma, but nevertheless the finest.
Hey, nice to see you around. Listen, there's a situation, and there are a few people I can trust with this. So maybe you'll help me with this? That's great news. As I said, there's a situation. Don't go around publicizing this, but a new threat's cropped up. Far to the east of Bruma. Not bandits, not hedge wizards. Talos worshippers. Believe me, I don't have any bones to pick with Talos worshippers. People can worship whoever they want to worship, as far as I'm concerned. But this has me spooked. I don't want Armion and his damned justiciars to arrest them and send them off to Blue River Prison. Or worse. And I'm tied up in Bruma dealing with other matters. I hate to ask, but would you help me with this? Well, it's only spoken of in rumors and whispers, but to go by the rumors, it's the Thalmor prison camp here in Cyrodiil. It's where they send those they find problematic. Talos worshippers, dissidents, that sort of thing. You don't know? You certainly weren't kidding when you said you were out of the loop. Well, Talos was formerly the 9th Divine. He was originally a man, Tiber Septim, before ascending to godhood. He was widely worshipped alongside the other 8 Divines before the White Gold concorded with the Dominion. Now, it's illegal to worship him, and the Thalmor deal with heretics very seriously. First, let me be clear. I'm not asking you to kill them, and I'm not asking you to hand them over to the Thalmor. I hate them as much as any Imperial. No, I'm asking you to convince them to lie low. I don't care if they keep worshipping Talos, they just need to do it privately. I don't want the Thalmor making an example out of them, and I don't want them to use this as an excuse to step up their presence in Bruma. And that's likely. Given their location near a county border, the Shaden Hall nobility might get involved. Political disaster waiting to happen. So just go and speak with them, like I said. They're far to the east of Bruma, near County Shaden Hall. Here, mark it on your map, just in case.
We shouldn't need to hide. Soon, when the Thalmor are defeated, soon, we'll be able to step into the light. Sending someone to stop us worshipping Talos? Has the captain gone mad? I always considered the captain a man of honor, a man of tolerance. Someone who refused to be a puppet to the Thalmor and the shameful demands. Why such a sharp change in the captain's outlook? What could he, or you, possibly say that would lead us to renounce the god hero of mankind? I see. That's... well, it's more likely to happen than asking us to renounce a divine. But why should we live in shame of our faith? I see. That makes a lot of sense. Very well then. We will lay low for the time being. Let Arrius know we're sorry for any problems that has caused for him. Or may cause him. He's a good man, clearly. Any other guard captain would have handed us over to the Thalmor. No questions asked. Here he is now. Never was light on his feet.
I am pretty handy with a blade. Don't get any funny ideas. We are a simple folk.
Ah, you're still here. Good.
But divine
Finally got
forbid
done with all that
process.
paperwork and procedure for that damned thief Galat. So, I assume you've reached a mutual understanding?
Turns out
Or are
you're
you
the
still in
son.
negotiations?
I'll run you through myself.
Yes, Captain Arrius. We're going to worship more subtly, as your messenger asked.
She's more than a messenger. She's a friend. But thank you for coming around. I realize it must have been tough for you to see the justification. I'm grateful, friend, that you did what I asked. But I wonder now if it was the right call. I appreciate your loyalty, but this could turn out badly. If the Thalmor have so much as an inkling that I'm shielding Talus worshippers, heads will roll. Most likely mine. And that's if they're feeling merciful. But what's done is done. There's no time for second guessing. Here's hoping we made the right call. Here's your reward. You've earned it, friend. I guess for the time being we go our separate ways once more. But something makes me think our paths will cross again.
Rizada the Resplendent, Enchanter Extraordinaire, Illusionist Incredible, Restorer Remarkable, and Destructor Distinguished, at your service. Of course, excellent. Well, I have 5 fabulous, unique items in stock at the moment. The first is the wooden staff of awesome conflagration, which summons a tremendous fiery inferno at your target location, extremely dangerous. The second is the Scepter of Frosty Entombment, which is truly a unique frost staff. It will trap your target in a block of ice for 10 minutes. The third is the Blade of Prepotence, which causes your target, any target at all, to shrink, becoming supremely weak and vulnerable. Fourth is the Staff of Titan Summoning, which summons a mighty Daedric Titan at your target location. It will demolish all in its way. Fifth is the Rod of Potency, which will certainly bring great pleasure. That I can guarantee. So, which will it be? Well, I'm sure you'll figure something out. Your mistress can thank me later. Your loss, but do reconsider.
Indeed, this is odd. And you say it just appeared here out of thin air?
It isn't mine, that's for sure. Where do you think it came from?
What is with this commotion? Where did that come from? Who made this mess?
That's the thing. We don't know.
It just appeared, out of thin air. Maybe that stranger over there has something to do with it.
You there, come here. You there, are you the cause of this mess in my conclave? You say that with confidence, as though you know exactly what mess I'm referring to. That fills me with a certain degree of suspicion. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I suppose within the unknowable depths of the arcane, something such as this is not entirely implausible. That said, I suppose it would be downright foolish of you to strut in here after causing the mess. Well then, I apologize for the inconvenience. Welcome to the Bruma Synod Conclave. Attendant, clean up this mess, would you? And take that statue to the back for examination.
Yes, First Adjunct.
Good to see you again, friend. What can Ololentius do for you? What is it? They're another organization similar to ours. Sadly, we're not on good terms. Sometimes I wonder to myself if it would be better to just form an alliance with them. But then I remember such talk will get me kicked out of the Synod, and then I shut my mouth. And speaking of shutting my mouth... Not very much, truth be told. Thaddeus can tell you the official jargon better than I, but suffice it to say, we're quite comfortable and provide a much-needed, if thankless, service. We are the face of the Synod, you see. Our presence here in Bruma gets magic into the psyche of the common man. Surely that could only be a good thing. Well, I could, but I can't. Well, I know advanced spells, but I'm not authorized to teach them. Rules from on high. We're not allowed to teach magic to anyone who hasn't proven themselves responsible enough to handle it. And by that, they mean anyone who isn't a high-ranking member of the Synod. What a curious question. Well, I do a lot of things relating to alteration. One of my current particular areas of study happens to be alteration enchantments. You know the trickiest thing about enchantments? Soul gems. Very grim, harvesting souls and imprisoning them in gems. Hard for me to do. Means I've been unable to do any enchantments for a while. Come to think of it, would you be a sport and bring me a filled common soul gem? I'd pay you for your trouble. How convenient! Here's your payment. Well deserved for such a quick delivery. Oh, but that poor soul. I hope that whatever you have trapped in there isn't suffering too much. Oh, better go enchant something with this before I lose my composure. Hello. Why shouldn't I be? I'm in the cosmopolitan heartland of the Empire, working in a synod conclave with warm hearth and good pay. What more could I ask for? Talk to you later. Ah, good to see you.
I'm Roland Wickert. Hello? Hello? Me? I'm the resident destruction expert here. Well, if you want to call me an expert. I wouldn't. I'm still learning, honing my craft, as they say. My ultimate goal is to perfect the art of defensive spellcasting. I want to be able to conjure the raw power of combative forces of nature and beyond at will. But that'll have to come later. Hopefully sooner later, rather than later. I think the same as everyone else around here about them. Yes, dropping this topic would be best. Nothing good can come of it. Destruction spells? No, not really. If you really want to learn, you'd have to join up with us before I can show you what I know. Nobody here is even allowed to teach you the advanced stuff, though. Synod or not, it goes against regulations. Not that I've really reached the advanced stage yet myself, anyway. Until next time.
Good day to you, Cadius.
Same to you, journeyman. Was there something you needed?
I'm curious, what's the status of the situation brewing up at Underpall Cave? The rumors of necromancers there don't seem to have ceased. In truth, they might have actually grown worse.
I'll send someone to investigate the situation as soon as I am able. I appreciate your concern, journeyman. Hello. This is a Synod conclave. It is one of many throughout Cyrodiil, within which can be found the most talented mages of our time. We are an organization of mages, officially sanctioned by the Empire. We play much the same role as the Mages Guild of years gone by. We seek to protect magical knowledge for future generations, and ensure that the secrets of Magicka are kept only in responsible hands. Magic is not a gift to be trifled with, citizen. I am sorry, but we do not yet have reason enough to teach you spells. Perhaps if you were a ranking member of the Synod, we might reconsider. Join the Synod? Not right now, citizen. I am afraid we don't have much of an opening in our ranks at the moment. Perhaps check back at a later date. Clientele? We are not really a store, so I can't say we do. If you are inquiring as to whether there are many practitioners of magic, or those with an interest in it here in Bruma, there are some, but fewer than in much of Cyrodiil. Nords aren't really the kind to promote the study of the magical arts, you see, so our recruitment rate is somewhat low. The College of Whisperers is a group that the Synod has no relationship with. The Synod is the premier imperially sanctioned magical institution in Tamriel. That is all you need to know.
Magical threats, eh? Well, beyond the normal hedge wizards that you'll find just about anywhere, there are indeed some more troubling rumors. I've heard tell of some necromancers holed up in Underpall Cave, performing their usual heretical rituals and incantations. They threaten the good name of the Synod, and the Conclave can't spare anyone. Because their actions are vile. They misappropriate magic, and, through their improper use of it, sow the seeds of fear and distrust of the arcane in the general populace. And if they distrust the arcane, they distrust the Synod. You understand? I imagine there would. Such an act would be of tremendous benefit to the Synod. I shall write to our headquarters in the Imperial City and request a dispatch of gold. It will be available upon your return, should you accept the task, of course. I see. Necromancers aren't a force to be trifled with, stranger. I implore you to be careful. I shall see about procuring a reward while you're away, for when, if, you return successfully. Best of luck. Underpall is to the southwest of Bruma. Should be rather easy to find.
Hello. Ah, good to see you.
Can I help you?
As you noticed when walking in, a couple of seemingly random items have been appearing in the Conclave of late, and I'm not quite sure as to why. Given that, as you can no doubt imagine, the Conclave is very busy, I am willing to hire external agents to look into this. After the first item appeared, I had one of the attendants, Attendant Wickard, take it back to the study area for examination. Check with him and see if he's discovered anything.
Friend? Good afternoon.
What is it?
Hello. Anything unusual? Well, it's hard to tell, to be honest. I'm not exactly the most experienced mage in this area, but I did notice that it looks an awful lot like an alien design. Haven't you seen the massive statues by the entrances of the ruins? I also know that alien statues this portable and small would be very valuable, and therefore would probably all have been scavenged from the ruins. My theory? I think someone sent it here as a test. Someone who has access to valuable artifacts such as this, that they plan to come get it back. I think someone is going to try teleporting here using the same teleportation technique. We should... I'm going to continue studying this thing. You might want to tell Cadius that this doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon.
Have you learned anything more about our little perplexity? Then what are you talking to me for? By the 8! Maybe we can take advantage of this. Search the Conclave. Look for anything that seems out of the ordinary and bring it here. Maybe by examining the items, we can determine their origin.
It's good to see a familiar face around here, friend. What can I do for you?
mistress awaits you. Do mind your step and your manners. This way, if you please.
So you come here and defy my acolytes, hmm? What is it that brings you to Underpall? This is surely no... Your I'll kill you! Something about you seems a little... off. I'll be keeping my distance. I submit. Well, you did it. The High Necromancer is dead. No doubt that's what you'll be telling my brother Cadius when you see him again. Oh, what joy for you, I'm sure. Savor it before it melts away. Because my father was a necromancer. A vile, toxic, abusive man, but a powerful man nonetheless. He lorded it over me and my brother Cadius. When he finally left, I felt relief, but also curiosity. I wanted to see where he had gone and what he was going to do. He came here to become a necromancer. I worked under him, and eventually grew powerful enough to off the bastard. Though, everyone else just thought he'd fallen ill. He lived in fear of my father, just like I did. But he was never as strong-spirited as I. While I took up the art of necromancy, he was busy licking the boots of his synod superiors, trying to rise through the ranks. I have no idea what he thought about my father's leaving, and he has no idea where I ran off to either, as far as I'm aware. But that's just it. He doesn't care. He just wants power, just like my father. He just happens to use politics to get it. The levels down below are filled with the corpses of the long dead, remnants of a necromancer's coven gone by, and useful tools for us. This place also has a certain aura about it. I can't put my finger on it, and we don't know where it stems from, but it has a certain power. I want you to kill me. Kill me in front of my father's shriveled corpse. It seems somehow poetic. I don't care whether he still has a soul in his corpse. I just want a fitting end to his sordid tale. And that time is long overdue. Finish it. Finish me. Time!
Rest at last.
careful with that fire.
What?
Hello.
What brings you to the Bruma Synod Conclave this fine day?
She? Who? Who was this? By the Divines, Oh my. Did she make any mention of our father by any chance? I don't know what to say. Here, take the gold. I must grieve. Twofold. What? What the? You look like some sort of... What is it? Be gone, now!
About me? Not really much to tell. Well, okay, there's no easy way to put this, but my family wants me to marry this diplomat in the Imperial City. They say he's charming and he's rich and but I don't want money or power. I want someone I love, and he isn't it.
The guard captain, Arrius, was looking for you. Seemed like he had a lot on his mind.
What is it?
You think any of those dragons from Skyrim will find their way over here? Hey, friend. I just, wanted to talk. To say you're a stranger who just wandered into my path as I was looking for stolen artifacts. We've accomplished a lot together. You're a rare sort. You're the kind of person who stands by people and does good by a fair city. I can respect that more than I can respect most. If you're up for it, I was wondering if you'd let me buy you a drink at the Gerald View. We can talk as friends, as it were. Not at all. Sentimental might be a better word. Anyway, if you're up for it, I'm looking forward to catching up. Be more careful! Hey, I've heard of you, the traveling master smith, right? Can you forge me one of your legendary weapons? My arm would thank you.
An enchanter. Think you could make this old blade spit fire? I'll take that as a no.
Take a seat, friend. Relax. No point talking as friends if your feet and back are aching, huh? Ah, you came. Excellent. Now we can speak as friends. I guess I should just cut to the chase. For a long time, I've felt like I've kind of just been going through the motions of being guard captain, you know? Like a part of my soul was torn out of me. It all goes back to, a mistake I made a long time ago. A guardswoman under my service, Ivan Vidici. She was one of the most courageous and stalwart guards, or friends, I've ever had. And she died. Because of me. I was leading a raid against some bandits. Some of the most dangerous, most loathsome bandits in the Jarls. She was fighting alongside us. I made some bad calls. We were surrounded, and she perished. I've never forgiven myself for it. Never. And since then, it's never been the same. When you're a guard, you've got to be somewhat distant from things. You can't get too friendly with the people you're serving and arresting. And so there's been a hole in my life ever since. Well, the other day, that thief you helped apprehend, the artifact pilferer Etienne Goulet, got out of jail somehow. I suspect we haven't seen the last of it. But as of right now, things have been pretty quiet. Well, except for one thing, one big thing. Ever run into Thorina's cutters? Then you know the kind of viciousness we're up against. Right, yeah. I've gotten so used to working with or alongside you, I just sort of assumed. There's no pressure on you to help me with this, of course. But the cutters need dealing with. I've had more than enough of them. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right then. Our scouts suggest they're based near Greenwood, where the Jarls meet the Great Forest. An old, repurposed fort. Locals and bandits alike have taken to calling it Fort Cutpurse. And Thorina. Meet me back in Bruma when you're done. I'll see what I can do to get you a fitting reward. Best of luck, friend. Be careful in there. Goodbye.
Careful with that fire!